Latest news on Lamont Butler. Will he face Louisville with Kentucky? Before the news, I invite you to subscribe and continue receiving more news from the Wildcats. Kentucky Wildcats fans are experiencing a mix of excitement and anticipation as the team prepares for the first matchup against Louisville under coach Mark Pope. At the forefront of the discussion is the main question hanging over the college basketball environment. Will Lamont Butler be available for this classic? During Friday's press conference, Mark Pope made no guarantees about Butler's presence on Saturday. Lamont was on the court a little bit yesterday, Pope revealed. He didn't do anything with us, but he was there. We'll see how he feels today. We'll try to get him going. I would love to have him. He really helps us. I just don't know if he'll be ready. The uncertainty doesn't diminish the player's importance to Pope's scheme. Averaging 12.9 points, 3.9 assists, and 3.1 rebounds per game. In addition to an impressive 55.1% shooting percentage, Butler is a central piece to the team's success. His ability to create his own shots and distribute the ball elevates Kentucky in decisive games, especially against high-level opponents like the Louisville Cardinals. The Wildcats have adapted well to the absences, racking up 2 consecutive wins since Butler was sidelined with an ankle injury. Last Wednesday, the team showed its collective strength by beating Colgate 78-67, even with Kirk Risa also out indefinitely due to foot surgery. Pope, however, knows that the depth of the roster isn't a permanent solution. Every day we test Butler a little bit more. We'll know tomorrow when he wakes up and how he's feeling, the coach said after Wednesday's win. The caution is understandable. Rushing the return of a key player could have disastrous consequences on a season so promising. Saturday's game isn't just another matchup on the schedule. It's the beginning of a new era in the Kentucky-Louisville rivalry, now under the leadership of Mark Pope. That narrative is further fueled by the potential return of Butler, who could be a game-changer both technically and emotionally for the Wildcats. In the meantime, everyone is looking to the rest of the roster, which has held its own amidst adversity. Pope's ability to get the best out of his backup players is one of the aspects that makes Kentucky a dangerous team, even without its star players. The resilience shown in the last 2 games is a direct reflection of the coach's philosophy and the collective strength of his group. Fans may be anxious, but one thing is certain. With or without Butler, Kentucky will take the court to uphold its tradition and continue the legacy of excellence that has accompanied the program for decades. If the history of this team with Mark Pope is already something different, the return of Lamont Butler, whenever it happens, has everything to transform a promising campaign into something even more special. I want to see your comments on this video now. Comment. Interesting football news. Justin Bowick and Alex Woolschleicher are visiting the Cats. What will it be like? Subscribe to this channel now. The Kentucky Wildcats continue their strategic search to strengthen their football roster, now turning their attention to 2 emerging talents from the Mid-American Conference. Under the leadership of Mark Stoops, the Cats are using the transfer portal as an essential tool to strengthen critical positions ahead of the upcoming season. This weekend, the program will welcome 2 promising prospects to Lexington. Alex Woolschleicher, offensive tackle from Bowling Green, and Justin Bowick, wide receiver from Ball State. Alex Woolschleicher brings a solid resume. He was named to the first-team All-MAC this season, recognition that underscores his technical ability and impact on the game. With experience and solidity as a pass blocker, Woolschleicher arrives as a solution for one of the Wildcats' most lacking areas, the offensive line. His presence could be transformative, providing much-needed protection for the quarterback and creating opportunities for the ground attack to shine. Meanwhile, Justin Bowick is another name that has caught the eye. The wide receiver has excelled at Ball State despite limited games in 2023. In just 4 games, he has recorded 20 receptions for 383 yards and 3 touchdowns, averaging nearly 20 yards per reception. This performance highlights his ability to be a consistent vertical threat, something that Kentucky's offense desperately seeks. Bowick's versatility also makes him a valuable target. Combining his physical size with speed and ability to create separation, he perfectly fits the profile that the Wildcats are looking for in big receivers. However, the competition for his signature promises to be fierce, with Cincinnati and Louisville also in the running to sign him. Mark Stoops and his staff have shown that they are determined to act quickly and accurately this offseason. With the transfer portal becoming increasingly competitive, securing visits from these two prospects is a promising first step. Focusing on the details, whether it's in negotiations or adapting to the Wildcat scheme, will be crucial to making these potential additions happen. Woolschläger and Bowick represent more than just reinforcements. They symbolize the program's commitment to raising the bar and competing on equal terms in the SEC. Kentucky fans are eager to see the new talent, but it's clear that the recruiting team is working with a sense of urgency and purpose. The success or failure of landing these players could be a game changer for next season. It's still early, but Lexington is making moves, and the expectation is that these visits are just the beginning of a major overhaul for the Wildcats. What are your thoughts? Let us know.